All right, for the five of us in attendance and the dozens watching from home, it's time. The Fastball Special is proud to present Sketchlemania 23, The Sound of Violence. Entering the cage tonight, weighing in at 125 pounds, returning for his 15th appearance, Mike Uncouth Rooth.
Hey guys, how are you? Coming out.
Weighing in at 180 pounds, Kalman Misty Deadline Andrasofszky.
What up? We're back for more violence.
Eating his dinner, weighing in at 201 pounds now, shameless Shane Heron.
Hey guys, just trying to get my dinner in before we start.
Weighing in at 202 pounds. And finally, weighing in at 437.5 pounds, Casey Space Pirate Parsons.
Yo, what up? Slam Duncan.
To lower the cage. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Apologies.
When was the last Sketchlemania? When did that happen?
Beginning of June. So it's been almost 2 months. Well, a month and a bit. Yeah.
Through the summer off?
A little bit, yeah. A lot of stuff, work got busy, stuff like that. So, anyway. All right, so let's talk a little bit about what we're doing tonight. So tonight's theme is going to be music of some sorts. So special shout out to Julian Pereira. I met with him a few months back, and he unloaded a whole ton of stuff. And amongst those things, he unloaded some record covers, blank record covers. And he actually gave me one that he drew up. So I thought it'd be an awesome idea to do a Sketchlemania where the artists do their interpretation of a record, essentially. So we could do pretty much anything music related, whether it's a real album, a fake album, what have you. Has everybody kind of figured out what they're doing here today?
Think so.
You think so? All right.
Do you mean tonight for Sketchlemania or just life in general?
Both.
No.
I actually know what I'm doing for Sketchlemania, but
what's your 5-year
plan?
Life
is an ongoing project.
Where do you see yourself in
open question
in 3 years?
On Sketchlemania.
Cool. On Sketchlemania, obviously.
Still working on the cover.
Oh God help you.
Yeah, Misty Deadline. You know, I gotta keep the brand alive.
Deep River
on time.
Deep River yay! What's up, Jay? We also got Chad Park in the house. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Chad, how's beautiful Newfoundland?
Yeah, I bet it's nice now. All right, let's go a little bit around table, see what's going on. So I think let's start with you, Kalman, because I think you kind of know what you're doing there.
Not in life, but maybe just for tonight.
Oh yeah. So what are you drawing for us tonight?
Yeah,
on this cover?
Since this is a comic book crew and a comic book focused event, taking the idea of music, I thought it would be cool to do a band that isn't real but exists in a comic book. So, if you've ever read Spider-Gwen, she's in a band called the Mary Janes. It's not a real band; it's a comic book band. There was the Draculords in Black Canary, and one of my all-time favorite comics, Love and Rockets. There was a band that popped up a lot called Ape Sex. Not a real band. Those girls also loved Shonen Knife a lot, which is a real band. But for the longest time, I thought they were fictional too, because Ape Sax is clearly a fictional band. So this is not an album cover per se. This is from I think the third Love and Rockets collection is called Ape Sax, and I thought it would make a great album cover, a fake album cover, pretend album cover. So I cropped it, and I'm kind of doing my version of it. So I've kind of got these girls penciled. If you read Love and Rockets, you'll recognize the amazing Hopi Glass, one of the two leads. The other girl is not Maggie. That is Carrie Bull. That's her name. She's kind of the Rose Byrne in Bridesmaids to the main character, Maggie. She's kind of the ex of her girlfriend, who's really intimidating and kind of a monster. So I'm kind of doing my take on this. It's got a lot of black. When in doubt, black it out. Seems like a good choice for a 2-hour session.
Cover some space, yeah.
So I'm doing a fake Ape Sex album cover.
That's awesome. That's a great idea. Shane, you know what you're doing tonight yet?
Yeah, you probably can't see it. It's very light right now. I started a bit earlier. I'm just doing like a light penciling first, and then I will spend most of the time inking this. But basically, I'm doing the Beatles Revolver album cover, but it's going to be the Fantastic Four.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love
so
that.
we were asking where Sue is John Lennon, Reed Richards is McCartney, Johnny Storm's Ringo, and the Thing is George Harrison. And then all the little characters in between, I'm going to try and put people from the Fantastic Four universe in there.
That's awesome.
Right now it's the Invisible Woman.
And fun fact, although we put it on the poster, Shane actually was that baby on the Nirvana album.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
He posed for that.
He posed for that,
if you draw a goatee on the album cover, you'll see it looks just like Shane.
Yeah, my dick's still the same size.
Not the size, it's what you do with it, bud.
Are we allowed to say that on here? Because I did.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'll do it again too.
It's all good. Casey, what do you got? What are you doing for us tonight?
For lack of ideas, I wasn't sure if I should go with a mashup or something like that, but I was thinking of just maybe redoing a cover. So Annie Lennox, I was a big fan of her growing up in the 80s.
Cool.
So I thought maybe I'd tackle that Medusa cover of hers, because it's basically just a nice black and white photo of her face on, but I thought it'd be fun to actually try and turn her into Medusa. I'm a fan of mythology and Annie Lennox, so why not?
That's cool.
Totally comic related.
I like that.
I like it too. That's awesome.
Maybe not comic, but certainly nerdy, and I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
That's very cool. And for those that are just checking in, these are actual record covers. So, you could throw a record in there if you want, or put it on a wall, whatever you want to do. All right, Mike. I know you're struggling a little bit.
Man.
Have you figured? Have you figured out what you're gonna do tonight?
I haven't.
Okay.
But this is the way it is sometimes, and you just kind of come up with something that works and hope you can do it in the allotted time. And if you can't, well, then you fail and you move on to another day. And that's just the way she goes, man. So right now, I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but I have a couple records in mind. I just can't decide on what I want to do because I don't have any good ideas for either. So I guess we'll just sort of see how it goes.
Did you want...
Mike, I literally thought you were like secretly just messing with me, and you're like, he's gonna have the best idea, but you actually really didn't have an idea.
Maybe
no, I'm real tired, man. I just haven't had any time to put into brain power into this, unfortunately.
Hey, Mike.
But yeah.
What if Warduke was in a metal band? What would that cover look like?
I had thought about doing a Manowar cover because there's a particularly bad Manowar cover called... A lot of Manowar covers were fantastic because they were all painted by Ken Kelly for the most part. But there's a few that are dreadful that were photograph based. And the one called... you can probably look it up, Martin. the Manowar anthology is, I think, ranked number one of, in like some 25 lists of worst covers of all time. So I was going to do that, and but I didn't know if I could pull it off the way I wanted to, and so I'm going with something else right now. I'm trying out an idea right now for a King Crimson record that I like, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Cool. For nerds of a certain age, I just want to show this amazing Mike Rooth piece here that I own of the Man in Question.
Oh, that's cool.
If you're an old nerd like us, you'll probably know this guy. He's very important to a certain generation of fantasy enthusiasts. But if you're a young whippersnapper, you might be clueless. That is, in fact, the War Dude.
Very cool, man. I have the actual figure here too.
Nice.
Is that from Mike Rooth's Winghead series?
Yep. It was actually, I think, among the first of the Winghead series, Wing Helmet Wednesdays. Yep.
Beauty.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think the Manowar anthology is the best cover of all time. Check it out.
It's pretty great. There's a lot of fur loincloths going on and stuff like that.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
That is something.
That's something. And there were a couple of bad Maiden album covers I was going to tackle, but I decided against that.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a great idea for Black Sabbath Paranoid, actually. I was going to deconstruct on a cover, but I don't have time to do it, and I don't have a week to put into the concept I came up with. So it's just I was going to try to represent every song in the piece, and I had actually a layout that would work. There's just no way I could do it in the show. So trying something more simple, I guess.
Ryan says, "What a badass idea." I'm not sure which one he was talking about, but I think it was when Casey was talking about his, and it came up.
Oh,
there you go.
That's me. All about badassery.
Kyle says, "I'm glad I'm not alone in drawing a blank on this." Ah.
It's one of those it's a really cool idea, but then when you go to do it, there's almost either a lot of options or which angle to take.
I could see it being like a ton of options. Like you could take this so many ways. Cool. All right. Kyle says, look up Last Snatch. They have one of the greatest worst album covers of all time. All right, let's check it out.
There's a lot of terrible album covers out there. It's kind of fun digging through those, like looking at all the funny old pictures.
Is that the trombone one? Is that what you're talking about? I think I've seen that one. Oh my god.
I was trying to think of a concept to use because I'm a big Springsteen guy, so I was like, maybe I could do Born in the USA just because I want to drive Bruce's ass, but like I couldn't figure out what to do with that.
Can't figure out what to do with Bruce's ass.
He's got a cute ass. You see that tush? Next time.
Julian says, I came in at the Fantastic Four Beatles. Yes. Thanks again, Julian, for the donation. This is going to be really cool. Chad says, how about Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell and have Ghost Rider on the bike?
That's literally...
Yeah, that was...
Sam came up with that idea earlier, and I was like, you know what? I want to stick with my idea, but Casey didn't have one, so I was like, maybe Casey would use that. Literally the exact same concept. I was like, that's cool. But
that would be really cool, actually.
Maybe. Well, it's also it is a comic tie because Bat Out of Hell. I didn't know this. Sam told me that's a Richard Corbin piece.
Really?
I didn't know that. Apparently, Richard Corbin did. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe next time if we do this, I think this is a cool idea. Maybe we'll do it again at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
The other one was like Metallica Sandman, right? Like just to have Sandman walking out of
entering a room.
Yeah, entering a room and then exiting another room. You know?
I'm just gonna do the White Album.
It's a tough one.
Or Metallica's Black Album. All right. Julian says, I'm working on a Talk Color of Spring piece with Man Thing. That's cool.
That is cool.
So many options. Chad goes, Metallica Black Album could use a Wicked cover. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Get a
Yeah,
silver
Martin.
Sharpie, customize.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But Martin, you're working on one.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
going to show it till later.
I'm
Is it
not
gonna
going to
be
show
a
it till later.
surprise?
It's going to be, I don't want to intimidate you guys
Yeah,
with my skill.
scare me off.
Yeah, I'm going to work on probably the album that cemented me as a Rush fan forever, 2112.
Roll the bones.
Not Presto. But yeah, 2112. 2112. Not that I hate the album cover or anything, but I'm gonna sort of take a little bit more literal of the song itself. So. So Mike, let us know when you sparked an idea, when you sparked joy.
You could do the Bat Out of Hell one, maybe.
Wait, you're not doing War Duke?
Mike left. He's going through his record collection.
He's had enough.
Julian says always Maiden's piece, a piece of mind as Moon Knight bass piece. That'd be cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I guess the Richard Corbin thing you mentioned makes me think that might have been a cool metric. Like, try to find famous album covers done by people from comics. There's got to be more than just the Corbin.
Who is the?
I know Dan Clowes did the Suckers' first album.
There was, I think, didn't Nelson do some? Like Nelson who did those painted stuff, didn't he do covers?
There's got to be
you
a
must have
Mobius
Julie
one
Bell and
there.
Boris and Julie
Oh,
Bell.
right. Yeah.
I'm sure.
McFarlane did Corns, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he did the whole animated piece. I actually like that creation. Pretty cool.
Corn.
You're making me hungry. Stop saying corn.
Peaches and cream.
Could be an album. Just some peaches and cream.
Great album.
All right, so best album cover ever. What do you got, Casey? What do you got?
Best album cover ever?
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
For reals?
The one I'm drawing right now, obviously. Ever. That's tough.
Name some of your favorites then.
Yeah, name some of your favorites.
Well, there's always like those really iconic ones that stand out. I don't know if they're like the best ever, or like the most interesting art or anything, but like Pink Floyd's The Walls, like.
Love that album. Yeah.
I mean, I grew up. My parents listened to Led Zeppelin. That first one with that black and white with the Zeppelin kind of going down, the Hindenburg probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Actually, I really like the House of the Holy one.
Yeah.
House of the Holy is a cool.
Is that with the
little
kids walking up the hills?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I liked Power Slave. Love that album. Hal says Capullo did a Disturbed album.
Oh, there you go.
Capullo.
Disturbed is pretty legendary.
I think Joe Satriani has a
Oh yeah.
Kirby Surfer on his Surfing with an Alien record.
Surfing with an Alien. That's right.
That's right.
Another great example for sure.
You know, I'd much rather have someone who will like.
And, I was gonna say probably my favorite was Molly Hatchet Flirting with Disaster, but that's because it's a Frazetta painting.
Frazetta, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
It's the one of it's you've seen the painting. It's on my wall here. It's hold on. Do it to you. It's the one with the red bearded guy with the weird helmet.
Oh yeah.
To, the two spires. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Frazetta. Well, one of my favorite Frazettas. It's one of my top 3 or 4 Frazettas. But that was all the Molly Hatchet records were all Frazetta album covers, which actually I think inspired a lot of metal bands around that time to do similar stuff with other fantasy artists. I know Kiss had a load of their album covers done by Ken Kelly as well, like Love Gun and all those earlier records, like Destroyer was done by Ken Kelly.
Kiss would have been actually a pretty cool one to do. Like different characters with the makeup.
And they've certainly been in comics.
Yeah.
Didn't they have their like blood put into the ink of their comic book or something like that?
Yeah, rumor.
The Kiss magazine, I think the big one.
Treasury edition thing, yeah.
The Treasury edition, yeah. They had some kind of press conference and everything, and they had a vial of blood from all the, and they poured it into the ink. So they say. Close to Iggy Pop and McFarlane did a lot of Iced Earth, who did a Spawn concept album. Huh.
It's very impulsive. This is my inspection stuff.
I've got that Spawn cover in my collection. Of course you do, Chad.
Depending on how this
Chad's a big Spawn guy.
What's happening in one of the rooms there or something?
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna try to switch. Sorry.
It's a busy at Raid
Always
tonight.
noisy at Raid.
So you guys have that boombox place across the street, eh? From Raid?
Boombox.
That's actually where I got my boombox years ago. The guy that works there, I guess, owns the place.
She's like, I'm gonna kill him early, so the other guy came up, and then like as soon as they touched noses, he's like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna mute Jane.
Yeah.
People, yeah.
There you go.
Finally.
Oh my God.
Been waiting for years for that.
Oh, look at that. The power. You there, Shane? I muted you.
Yeah, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sam just is talking super loud.
You guys having a
Sam's
party?
talking loud? No way.
Yeah. Even when he's not on the live stream, he's on the live stream.
All right. I don't know what Mike's doing, but it looks interesting. Hold on. This is the process.
Yeah, I'm just kind of worked out a rough sketch, and then I blew it up. Like I printed out some templates just so I could kind of doodle. Nowhere where I was today was there like a flat surface for me to draw on, so I ended up just kind of having to wait till I just got home like a few minutes before we went live. And I didn't really have an idea worked out, so I kind of got something quick worked out, and I blew it up to size, and now I've just kind of carved the back, and I'm basically doing a light transfer to keep it all on the page the way I want it to, and then we'll probably just start continuing.
That's cool. Very cool.
Holy crap, that's loud, man. We gotta turn this up.
Just like that.
If it's Sam, he's usually at about 80
I think it's coming
decibels.
through Facebook like loud garbage right now. That's my only concern. So
Oh, it looks like my nephew wants me to draw him a picture.
Get on it.
There you are. I'm drawing a picture.
I was gonna do 2112. Actually, it was on the list of my short list of ideas. I've always thought that would have been. Oh no, there's no way I would have been able. That's the thing. That's why I kind of thought maybe these ones should be a 2-part episode, because I think so much of a discussion could be had around what goes into designing an album cover, and then like the actual execution of it, kind of could be like the finish and polish could be like the second episode kind of thing. But just because it's a bit of a process, it would have been kind of neat to show a little bit more of that. Just because it's a larger piece as well for some, and
yeah.
But it was just an idea. But yeah, that was one that I would have done if I had 2 sessions probably to tackle it. That or Fly by Night, because I always thought Fly By Night. I love the Snowy Owl cover, but I always thought like it would have been cool to show like, the armies of Baitor, the Night of Darkness against the Snow Dogs armies of like, peaceful monks and this kind of cool like, wintry battle scene kind of thing, like a just like a cool like fantasy novel cover kind of thing.
Do it.
I thought that would have been neat.
Do it.
But yeah,
You have half an hour. You can do it.
You got
one
it.
day. I do love this concept of blank album covers, though. I'd like to get my hands on a few more.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we could do another one. Hold on, let me unmute Shane. Sorry, Shane.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's fine. Sam left finally.
Wow, it got quiet now.
Yeah. Well, Carl Kerschel came down from Montreal, and he's hanging out at the studio, so Sam is extra excited.
Got it.
He's very excitable.
That guy's a killer creator, man. Carl.
Oh yeah.
Very, very cool stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys want to take your time, that's cool too, right? Like, we could, if you ever want to do this again, we could do the double episode. I'm down for whatever.
How many do you got? How many blanks?
I got 2 more, and I think you have another one.
I have a spare. Yep.
You have a spare, but that's it. But I mean, I'm sure. I don't know, Julian, if you're watching, maybe you could let us know where we could get them. We could maybe track some down.
It doesn't look like it'd be that hard to make them yourself.
Yeah.
It's just the right kind of folding, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't actually have to be I think it's a cool idea to actually have a cover, but.
Yeah, they're kind of neat. But yeah, you could just do a 12 by 12 format square of nice watercolor paper or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys, does everyone here have a record player? Do you guys listen to albums? Or
Oh, I wish, man. I miss my records. I haven't had a vinyl player in a long time.
I've got one of those ones that you can convert a record onto a DVD.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Sorry, a CD.
Yeah.
Like you just put the program in the computer and it plays through your computer and you can like transfer your record. But I got like a little stack of like classical music records mostly. I had some when I was younger, but they're all gone.
It's a sore spot for me because I got rid of most of my record collection.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to get it all back at 5 times the cost.
Oh yeah, at least 5 times the cost.
Yeah. I'm a little pissed at myself for doing that.
Can you 3D print a record?
I wish.
I guess in theory you could, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would trust that on a. Maybe we could try that.
3D print yourself a record.
Julian says, no worries, I'll send it shortly. What does that mean, Julian?
A link?
What are you sending? Blanks?
like a link to where we can get them maybe or something.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. If you could let us know, I'd love to do this again, or even like do like the 45s or something, a little smaller one.
Yeah, I thought about just doing a single, like picking a song off a record and doing an album cover for it, because do Gowan Strange Animal, but do a cover that's really like Criminal Mind or something like that, theme.
Julian actually did Strange Animal in one of these for me.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have it in my basement, and I forgot to bring it up. But you know what? What I'll do is I'll take a picture of it and put it in the comments later.
Nice. Go get it.
Oh, far. Bert Van Vliet says nothing wrong with classical music. No, not at all.
That's my stuff. Yeah.
Not at all.
I don't talk about it much because there's not many people I know that, listen to it all that hardcore like I do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I listen to it when I'm inking. I listen to it sometimes especially when I'm coloring. There's something about classical music that actually, for me, it kind of lines up all the electrical pulses in my brain. I think when it comes to calming down and kind of doing like repetitive work, like say I'm doing flatting on a piece, or I'm just doing like a lot of the same kind of inking, like chain link, chain mail, or something like that.
Yeah.
I find classical music is weirdly a great assist to that. I don't know why, but it seems to be for me anyway.
I only
Yeah, it
listen to it
activates.
when I'm in Casey's car.
Yeah.
I think we lost Kalman.
Kalman.
Kalman, come back, Kalman.
Where you go?
Where'd it go, man?
It's gonna come back with a luchador mask.
Kalman.
Oh wait, I think he's coming back.
We're letting him in?
We're letting him in. Yeah. There he is.
I don't know. I
Just
got the
dropping
boot.
away and coming back,
It's all good.
Like- juggling your guests.
I'm not even in a studio with loud people, and you still booted me.
We didn't beat you.
Someone booted me.
Oh.
Maybe it was just the spirit of the internet.
I think it was Sam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Revenge.
Becca says, "Hey Becca, if we only knew that vinyl would make a comeback." Yeah, agreed. Yeah, still kicking myself. Also, I in the same thing that where I got rid of all my records, I got rid of all my classic video games as well. I'm a little pissed at that too.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a painful one.
I had a killer collection.
Yeah, Martin, you can't own everything ever.
But yeah.
You can.
You can try.
I got in a box somewhere original Nintendo, original Sega, N64, and I think my PS2. But I never ever had many games. I just usually had like a couple of wrestling games and stuff for each system that I would just play for years and years.
Yeah.
I got some Japanese edition N64 wrestling games, like the Japanese version of No Mercy and stuff, which is pretty rad. And, yeah, I miss playing them, but they're up in the box. They've been there about 10 years now.
Cool. All right. So who else listened to record? Who else listened to record still? Anybody?
Yeah, I got a record player. I just got into it like last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been buying up some vinyls and stuff. I mean, just mostly like classic albums that I really like. A lot of Springsteen, some Floyd.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's new to me, but I like it.
You get more choosy, I guess.
Well,
when you're buying vinyl.
yeah, I mean, there's sometimes you really want an album and it's outrageously priced. So it's kind of fun just flipping through old bins and stuff like that too, right?
Oh, I love doing that. I love going
of
to
course you do. Between you, Sam, and Kalman, we got like 3 hoarders here.
Hell yeah!
Sam was saying there's still a Sam the Record Man. There's still one somewhere, like one last Sam's still going.
Is there?
Yeah, I can almost hear Sam now. I don't know
Sam
if I can ask him.
He would give you the exact address right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I collect all sorts of vintage nonsense. I have a side hustle where I pick and sell vintage clothing. I sell old pick and sell, collect vintage sci-fi novels.
Oh, cool. Like
what else?
stuff?
Vintage video games. All this stuff, but I've never been a record guy. 0 records. It's just
Really?
not like that. Yeah. I think I'm just the wrong age. I'm like a year or two too young. Like, I think I got a record or two for like my 2nd grade birthday party, and then it was all tapes until college. I kind of just missed the bug. If I'd been maybe a year or two older when records were still around, I might have some like nostalgic attachment to them, but I don't. And yeah, like you said, when you dragged us all screaming into the light, like you can't collect everything, right? So that was always one I was just like, not going to start this, you know? Like, I love music, but I don't need the record version.
For me, like when tapes came around, obviously they're a lot handier and smaller, and they're portable, and you have your Walkmans and that stuff. But for me, I always just loved the art on the records, and sometimes I would double dip just because I wanted the larger art from the record.
Oh yeah.
Double dipping.
Let me get behind that.
You mean double dunk? Double dunking.
The double dunking. Bert says the hobby's got him. Yeah. He says he has his PS1, and I got that one game, Ghost in the Shell. Really? I didn't know they had a Ghost in the Shell game for PS1.
I think you mostly play as the Tachikoma. in that, if I remember right.
Is that right? I don't remember that one. I don't. Chad says he doesn't have vinyl, but he has 301 disc CD player. A 301.
I guess it's like one in the chamber, right?
Yeah, one playing at all times. Yeah, I think there is something like, okay, I'm gonna get all old man now. I think there is. I think there is though something missing about having that album art.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I mean,
like-
even like tapes and CDs still had them too, so it's still kind of cool. But
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, but even like going all digital now, like yeah, they have covers, but they used to like the fold open albums with the inner covers and the lyrics and notes and all that kind of. I like that stuff.
Yeah, and just the idea of making like they made an album, like there wasn't trying to be a bunch of filler in there. Whereas like I think when like CDs and tapes came around, you could skip songs. All of a sudden, there's a lot of like albums that just weren't like,
That's true.
start to finish. Like you don't want to skip. Like there's very few albums that I'm
You
like.
just push the needle, man. Just...
How about do you guys name an album that you would listen to like start to finish? You wouldn't skip a single song.
Every album I listen
Ooh.
to.
Oh, okay.
Well, they were shorter too. You always had to flip them, the side A and B, and they were always kind of short.
That's true. Yeah.
I think they designed the length of a record to be able to hold Beethoven's Ninth.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah.
Is that why they are?
I think that's the same with the CD too. Like they use that as like the benchmark.
Huh.
So I
Well, I
think,
guess-
but it would be like side A and B and probably 2 records or something. But
Right. It'd be the limitation of the size of the record, right? How many
yeah,
grooves or whatever it's got.
I always find like they sound like, for me, like classical music, the best sounding stuff and the best recordings are the really old recordings, like pre-World War II stuff, which is kind of hard to find. I mean, they've reissued a lot of it on CD. There's
Right.
just
So that would be
something
mono. That
about
would be
it.
before they invented stereo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it's better when they don't mess around with it, because a lot of like the newer companies would, or like the more modern recordings, not modern now, but like they would try and balance everything, so they'd like make the horns louder or softer so you could hear the strings, make them louder. Like they would mess with things where it's better just left alone to be sound like the way it was intended.
Right. Do you guys prefer live recordings or studio recordings?
For Springsteen, I like his live stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I like the studio albums. Don't get me wrong, but there's something beautiful about Springsteen concerts.
Where you can see his butt.
Yeah, he's nice, great ass, man. But like what's that album, Live at Hammersmith Ballroom?
Yeah.
Something like it's so good, man.
Yeah. I used to much prefer studio albums, but then I think I realized later, like I prefer live a lot better now. I don't know. It's just more raw, I think. But
Sometimes, like, I remember hearing a couple of live Led Zeppelin things and they didn't sound too good. I think they were just too high or whatever. You know, they weren't giving their best performance.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the recording. I like the
True.
Who live. I like the Who live at Leeds, but like a bunch of the songs are studio recorded. So
yeah.
Yeah, and even when the Beatles stopped, right? They started like messing around with different sounds in
yeah,
the
like
studio.
Kiss Alive 2, which is one of my favorite records. It's not really a live record. It's got a couple of live songs, but it's a lot of studio stuff with some like jazzed in, crowd noise.
Chad says Metallica Justice for All is the only album I'll play from start to finish.
The only one.
That's it.
I gotta say most of the ones that I'll listen to.
Every record I listen to,
yeah.
I don't usually make use of the randomizer either. Like I tend to like listen to the record as it was laid out. You know, like I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an album I listened to where I skip any of the songs. Yeah, I don't know. I listen to mostly internet radio, so I don't have that problem. So,
name the best concert you have seen live in person.
Milli Vanilli.
Sweet. Legit.
No hesitation. That's number one.
Blame it on the rain.
They let me down.
Anyone?
I would say Motorhead. When they came to Lulu's in Kitchener back when Lulu's was a thing, and some of you might remember Lulu's, some of you might be too. But it was like a bar complex basically. So a lot of big bands would come, and it was the one time I was actually on stage with Motorhead briefly, and it was also the best hair day I ever had.
Why were you on stage?
Because it brought me up on stage, man. I can't really say why.
Show your tits?
Couldn't resist that hair.
Might have just been my hair, man. Like I had a pretty bad haircut. I had
The Mohawk thing?
I could probably draw it actually. Like
You might have to.
if this is like let's see what's on camera here.
Here, I'll big you up here.
I can bring my camera down.
There you go.
All right,
I got
so
you.
I'll just do like a little side profile. So like back in those days, I had a shaved head, and there's my beard kind of thing here. There's my ear, my side profile here.
All right.
And I used to also have.
Did you have that mustache?
You have a rat tail?
I had a rat
I
tail.
think that's a smiley face.
I had a rat tail, and it was long and braided, like it was long and braided.
Whoa.
But
You're like an extra in a movie.
But stemming from the rat tail, I had cut fine lines that went to my hairline that formed a spider web, and the spider web was actually dyed purple, and it was like a fantastic haircut. My friend was getting into this weird haircutting style back then.
All right, pictures, man. We need
And
pictures.
It almost looks like you have a face
and
hug
so
on
from
the
the
back of your head.
So from the back, if this is the back of me here, like if this is the back of my head and there's the
Spider-Man
back of my
villain.
ears, I had like basically this braided rat tail here,
Yeah.
and then I had a spider web kind of coming something like this, and it looked fucking rad, man. And
That's why they called you on stage.
they had me up on stage.
Yeah.
Wicked, man. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a very hard haircut to maintain, mind you, but because it was shaved right to the skull in between the lines. Like it
Oh
was,
my God.
It was quite a bit of artwork that went into that, done with a scalpel in some cases. It was those were wild old days, man. Those were good times.
I will say I've seen Motorhead I think 3 or 4 times, and it was always a good show, man. They were amazing live.
I regret not seeing them.
I saw them play with the last time they played in Toronto, to my knowledge. I'm sure they played after that, but I saw it with actually a friend of ours, Josh Deck, Casey's.
I know.
Yeah,
I know, Josh.
you guys know Josh, yeah. He took me to the show. I think it was for my birthday, and it was Maiden, Dio, Motorhead, Testament, and if I'm not mistaken, Dio was playing with the original Sabbath, and the final act of the night was actually Judas Priest. And it was the most metal day. The only problem was Motorhead only got a 45-minute set, and it was at 5 p.m. in July. So it was like an afternoon bright show. But man, it was also the last time Ronnie James Dio performed in Toronto. He was looking like a long-limbed goblin in those days. It was towards his final days. His flesh was green and his hair was orange, and he was all the wrong shape, man, but he can still perform like something I ever saw.
But he can still belt it out.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Yeah. And it was the first time I saw Priest, and Priest blew my head apart. Absolutely blew my head apart. But yeah, I might be getting a Maiden might have been its own thing, actually, now that I think of it. Maiden, I think, was its own thing. That was another time that summer or like the next summer that Josh and I saw that show. But Maiden always puts on a killer show. It was actually the first metal concert I ever went to was in 92, 93, and it was Maiden. It was the main event. It was the Fear of the Dark tour, And the opening act was actually Corrosion of Conformity and Testament. So it was a pretty badass show for a first time going to a metal concert.
Sick.
That's awesome.
Technically, one of the best concerts I've ever been to was when the Police came back. That was sick. I had fourth row seats, and it was just so surreal to see them after, you know, I never thought they would get back together, and then they finally did, and they were ready for that concert. Like it was amazing. And of course, they played everything you want them to hear it, right? They want them to play.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
When the tickets are $300, that's what you. That's
Oh, it was nuts. Yeah, it was it was crazy. That was a conversation with wifey to say, you know, I'm never gonna be able to see them again. This is how much I want to spend. Yeah. It was worth it though. Becca says Lulu's Cry Face. I guess
yeah, I know. I miss Lulu's, man. That was the place to see bands. Like, wow, what a time it was.
Sick. Any other big concerts that people have seen?
My wife surprised me with tickets to Tenacious D back in 2010.
That'd be fun.
And it was 2015 maybe. Anyway, it was Tenacious D, and the opening act actually stole the show. D was incredible. I was blown away at how awesome that band is. But it was at the Beaches too, which is a really neat little venue. It was my first time going to Beaches for a show, like outside on the sand, watching a band. And Proto Men came out. Proto Men,
nice.
They blew me away. They had about 9 people on stage. They had a giant gong. They had this whole like Mega Man vibe to their storytelling. And fuck, man, I honestly, like, I went to the merch booth and bought everything they had. They had all their records there. They had their posters. I just fanboyed out. They came out with their heads painted in chrome, and like they just looked like it really was like the first time I'd been to a concert in a long time, and it was such a awesome experience, man. It was a really great show.
Yeah, Proto Men put on an amazing show. Agreed.
I'd love to see them again.
That's cool.
I saw DeAntWord right when their first album was hitting. And
oh, nice!
I just stumbled across it on YouTube. I liked it, and I had a killer run for the last 3 years where I would discover a band, get really excited about them, look them up, and see that they had played in Toronto 4 weeks earlier.
Oh yeah,
I've done that so many times.
And this time it was the perfect timing. Like, I discovered this band, I was really excited about them, and they're playing in 2 weeks, and I got tickets, and it was epic energy. Like one of the most in like total synchronicity party vibe where they kicked off the beat and the entire crowd was moving like an ocean as one, and everyone was jumping, and everyone was together, and it was
that's awesome, man.
Alice Cooper was also a huge one for me too.
That
again, kind of growing up with him, like, you know, and then finally getting to see them live, and he did all the theatrics. It was awesome. Yeah. He
doesn't rip anybody off, man. Alice is a consummate performer. Have you guys checked out any shows like during the pandemic, like live stream concerts? Like, have any of your favorite bands been doing any? Because I mean, we've seen two or three concerts now. One was Future Islands, which is one of Erica's favorite bands. They're fantastic. They did a live show that was, I think it was like $15, and they piped the show right into your computer, and it was just beautiful. A nice 2-hour set. And then actually, not too long ago, we saw Blue Rodeo, and I'd always wanted to see them live, and we actually were set to see them right before the pandemic broke out, and so they actually put on a live show, and I was able to check that out, and that was. You know, it was really cool, man. We don't have the best sound system, but you know, it was still just a very nice way to enjoy a concert. It felt very personal, you know, like you're sitting in your own living room, drinking your own wine, and just a good time.
I saw Dropkick Murphys did one on St. Patty's Day.
Oh, that's right.
At a live stream, and it was awesome.
Death Mortal. Death Mortal did one a few weeks ago that I checked out, and it was good.
Cool. I miss live music.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. I want to go to like the Horseshoe and just see a band play. You know.
I know.
Yeah,
I
man.
know.
I know.
I have so many plans.
Casey, have you ever seen Mozart live?
Not in person, but
No.
yeah, I've seen a lot.
He's not
I've
that.
seen a lot of
The Vegas
classical
show.
concerts. Yeah,
The Vegas series, man.
yeah, I've been to a few shows, but I haven't like. It's almost like a new thing for me. I went to very few when I was younger. But I've
Yo,
almost,
Casey, remember when we saw Tom Cochran?
yeah.
You know, how good was that?
And you knew
Seen-
all the lyrics, right?
You're
Like
goddamn
Gowan
right.
and
I love
Styx.
Red Rider, man.
Oh, Gowan was awesome, man. in
Gowan
concert.
is so good. Man, he's fun.
Yeah.
He puts
Yeah.
on a really good show. Saw the Stones when they were in Toronto.
For Sarstock?
Stephen Nielsen says, Mike Casey, when conventions become a thing, we'll have to see the Cybertronic speed together. And CDCC, New York CC, and C2E2. What about the rest of us, Stephen? We're not
Are you
invited.
going?
No. Alice Cooper was a good show. Yeah. Tool was great. System of Down. Mars Volta was a cool show. I do want to see Tool. I've never seen Tool.
I've heard they do a good show.
I did get to see Soundgarden before his passing, which was awesome.
I saw you were mentioning the Police. I saw Sting play by himself, or
Right.
with his son at least, and it was the most laid back. It didn't feel like a concert at all.
Yeah.
It was a weird, like,
An
just like almost like a
entertainment night, yeah.
lounge. Yeah.
It was
Well,
just
that's
Sting
a-
having a 6-hour tantric orgasm.
He started 3 hours early.
Was he barefoot?
It was a good show. I mean, he did some of the Police songs
Yeah.
too, but
Actually, I love Sting.
Yeah.
yeah. I went to his play.
Oh, did you? You went to the...
Yeah,
okay.
I can't even remember what it's called now. Something about the ships.
We can walk
Red
the
Ships of
dog lasers
Spain?
and bang it.
Red Ships of Spain. Red Ships of Spain.
I
Delay
would
would
love to
have
see
been
Red
good.
Ships of Spain.
What name is awesome?
Staying here, Riley.
I want to write a musical.
Oh,
Right now.
Stefan. Sorry. I'm being corrected.
I was waiting for that.
Being corrected.
What's that? What happened?
I got
Martin got
Steven.
Stephanie's name wrong.
I said Stefan. I said Steven instead of Stefan.
Uh-oh.
Da, da, da.
Yeah, tomato.
And he says Tool was awful.
No tacos for you, silly. No tacos for you.
What did he think of King Kong versus Godzilla?
Which
Slayer
album?
was on a Wicked show. Yeah, no, the Police were wicked though. Really tight.
Don't stand so close to me.
Buddy Guy is another one where it was kind of like you, Kalman. I discovered Buddy Guy like really late, and then I just went crazy, and he came to Toronto, and it was an awesome show. The guy's like, I think he's in his 80s,
Mhm.
and at one point he gets off the stage, and he basically runs around the entire stadium. Like he's got an entourage around him, and he plays around the entire stadium. He gets right to the back, so the people in the back get to see him and everything. It was amazing. I couldn't believe
Did he high
energy.
five you?
The energy from this guy. No, I was trying to jump him. No, I couldn't believe the energy. I thought he would be like sitting on a chair and playing, but no, he was just running around. Puts me to shame.
Wish I saw Annie Lennox perform since I'm drawing her. Yeah, but Milli Vanilli was great.
I'm just gonna pronounce everybody's name wrong.
I actually liked it.
Like Josh and Sarah, Mike took me to a couple shows too. Yeah.
What's up, Carlos? Carlos in the house.
Martin, like Martini.
Martino. Or when my wife gets mad, Martin.
Stab our neck.
Is that Steven again? Hey, Steven. Just kidding, Stefan. Yeah. All right, let's do a little bit of a round table. Who's ready to show some things?
Well, I'm starting to ink now.
You're starting to ink?
Getting some,
Yeah,
getting
it's
some line
kind
work.
of, you can kind of see it now.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
If
You won't be able to see until it's all inked, basically. But it's
Oh.
I didn't know you're
along.
putting the surfer and everybody in.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
So I got like Doom, Super Skrull, Surfer,
Oh, that's sick.
Galactus, Namer, Medusa, Bolt, and Mole Man. And yeah, I mean that's enough, I think.
Is it Namer or Namor?
I don't know. The Submariner,
Nanaimor.
the Marvel
The Namor?
Aquaman. What's the deal with him? Like, did he fuck Sue Storm? Because I see a lot of like, I was looking up references. There's just a lot of like him making out with Sue Storm, and I'm like,
What?
Yeah, he almost
Namor?
man.
Yeah.
Namor. That's how he was introduced, kind of in a way. Like the main, one of the main,
What?
like,
one
is
of the
Reed-
main
is Reed
thrusts
Richards
of,
a cock?
huh?
Is Reed Richards like a cock?
Yeah, and kind of for a couple of
Cuckold?
issues he is. Yeah.
Cuckolded.
Uh,
Yeah, there's just a ton of like. Even there's like that. I think it was Grant Morrison, the Jay Lee
I
stuff.
wonder if my
where it's
nephew, my little nephew, is still watching.
Cuckold is not a bad word.
Draw me a picture.
You can say cuckold.
Yeah, he's a cock.
Just an oldie timey, old timey
Oh
word.
my god.
It'll be okay, Martin.
That's all right.
Martine.
Let's-
Martin.
How old is he? Oh,
what
Kalman, that
does
looks
Kalman
sick.
have going on? Oh, cool.
Now working on these broads. Let's see.
Right on.
Brad.
Putting down some ink. When in
Oh,
doubt,
that
black
looks
it out.
awesome.
That looks great.
Are you guys, and you don't have to, but are you guys going to do anything on the back?
Hey, come on. How many shows is it?
Am I pushing it now? Hey, come on.
That's episode 2.
Just write the credits.
To be honest, I never even considered that until you called us out.
Really? You can
Yeah.
put like the songs on the back.
I gotta
Alright,
come up
never
with like puns of like Revolver songs and make them about like Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I hope you have them all ready.
I don't like puns and I'm not good at them.
Happiness
Alright.
is a warm ultimate nullifier.
Da-da-da.
The tax man is just literally like the mole man. See, it's not very good.
Back in 2005, I got to have beer with Raymond Zarek early before a
Awesome.
show at the docks. That's cool. Such a
Who?
wicked man. Ray from the Doors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keyboardist.
yeah.
That's something.
Who did they? Wasn't it the guy from the Cult that was singing for the Doors for a while? Wasn't it? Because I know they went on tour.
So you don't
Charles Manson? That cult?
Heyo.
Different
Heyo.
Southern Death Code.
Puns.
Asbury.
Ian Asbury, yeah, I think so. All right, let's find out if I'm full of shit.
Or was that In Excess? Who was singing for In Excess after that guy jerked off and died?
No, in excess they like didn't they have a TV show or a contest and they found like a new guy?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's what it
Yeah,
was.
they
Yeah.
did like a reality show.
Yeah.
They did that with
It was a Canadian
Queen
guy,
too, didn't they?
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
you're thinking
I
of Queen, no?
I think Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert?
He sang with Queen for a bit, didn't he? He was like
Yeah.
I believe.
I think he went on
He
tour
won a
with-
contest. Like he won, yeah, one of those like The Voice or something like that, and then then Queen, yeah.
All right, in the
I don't know.
2000s, Asprey became the lead singer of the Doors of the 21st Century.
That's right.
Which include Robbie and Ray.
The Doors of the 21st Century.
Yes.
Who's the Jimi Hendrix of the 21st century?
Oh, it's obviously John Mayer.
Is
That
it?
was a joke, but John Mayer's actually really good at guitar. But like, it was kind of a joke.
Yeah, Chad said yeah. See, I could have just looked at the comments and I didn't have to Google it, but
Stop
Chad
showing
said yeah.
off, Chad.
The hell, Chad?
Fuck.
All right. Who next? Who's next? Casey.
You can show mine if you want.
Woo!
Get there.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
That is
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, look rad, man.
Give her some funky makeup. I'll probably have to mute myself after. I think I'm gonna like airbrush just to get like some solid colors down.
Okay. That's
That'll
awesome.
be soon. Let's see if I can layer. Give her some funky makeup.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about what we're gonna do with these. So we're gonna auction these off for charity. So once these are done, I'll put them up on the Fastball Special. The usual, so increments of $5. We'll make it go for a few days, probably till at least Friday, if that works, depending if everybody gets theirs done on time. And then we'll ask the winner to reach out to the artist. And I'll also ask that they pay for shipping on top of it, because these might be a little bit more, especially since they're bigger items, but they're definitely going to be worth it. I do recommend, they do have those album frames. That would look amazing with these things. So I think what we'll do is, because we didn't really quite land on what charity we're going to do, so I think it's going to be artist choice on what charities they're going to do. So maybe we'll ask, like, have you guys figured out what charity you want this to go to?
You're supposed to do like Celebrity Jeopardy, where you're like, and what charity are you?
What charity
What
would you
are you
like
playing for today?
to? Shameless Shane.
I hold on. It's so stupid that I had to write this out, but the Canadian Cancer Society.
You had to write it down?
Yeah, I forgot. I just wanted
Wow.
to say it in the right order. You know.
Never heard of it.
Canadian Cancer Society in honor of Martin's wife, who is a champ and going through chemo right now.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Casey, what about you?
Yeah, I believe I'm doing the same one.
Doing the
Just
same
lost a good friend to cancer too. So, and that's, heard of several people during COVID too, succumbing to cancer. So nasty business. I think that's a good place to put money towards, I guess. So,
I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah.
Mr. Rooth, what are you thinking?
Yeah, that seems to be the way the wind is blowing. So I think that's what I'll be doing. My wife was a cancer survivor as well, so I like supporting where I can. I'm not specifically sure which one I'll be supporting, but probably a cancer initiative this time. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of them. I was pondering this as well. The Canadian Cancer Society is actually pretty organized, and I've worked with them before, so they're pretty good. But if you want to be very specific, there's also groups that do certain things, like they provide assistance to people that are going through cancer and things like that, right? So there's a lot of options. Kalman, what are you thinking? For your
Casey, why are you racing so hard, bro?
Sorry.
Violently
Mute
racing.
myself while I.
He's rubbing it out. Kalman, what are you thinking for your charity?
Sorry, were you talking to me? You were cutting out, so I didn't quite get that.
Yeah. Oh,
Were you
sorry.
asking
Was
me?
I cutting out? Yeah. I was asking what
not your fault.
charity did you want?
I see no reason to break this streak. I think the Cancer Society is a great place to donate, so that's what I'll be doing too.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that makes it easy. There we go, folks. All right, Kyle. Kyle says dope.
Dope.
Chad says awesome sketch. And hey, Dom, how you doing?
Hey, Dom.
Evening, gentle
Dom.
maniacs. Are we gentle? Are we
No.
gentle? No.
Certainly.
All right, Mike. Let's see what you got. Boom. Oh, cool. Skulls.
It's happening.
I'm not
It's
really sure.
happening.
I'm feeling very exposed. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'll come
All
up.
right. What album are you doing? Or what?
The one I'm playing with right now is "Court of the Crimson King" by King Crimson from 1959.
Yes.
It's famously got that song title track, but also 21st Century Schizoid Man.
Yes. Classic album.
It's a great album, yeah, and it's got like a really I don't know. I think the album's actually a journey into mental health, and I think that the album cover reveals that, the original album cover, which I liked as a kid, but as someone who works as an artist now, I all I can see are all the annoying blooms with watercolor that bother me about it, and I always wanted to kind of give it a different cover. And there's a cool line in the song about the jester kind of being behind the antics in the king's court, and I kind of wanted, one of those old-fashioned, old-timey kind of gestures with like one of those blow-up bladders, that he's got one stylized to look like the king, be like a red bladder painted like the king with the crown. So that's the idea, anyway.
I love it, man. That's
cool, man.
It's funny because when I decided to do this as a theme, I kind of looked up greatest album covers of all time, and that is on a lot of lists.
Oh yeah, I know it is.
Yeah.
I love the cover in its way.
It's striking. It's very striking.
There's stuff about it that annoys me now, but I don't know. That's a weird thing to say, I guess. But
Martin, are you able to pull that cover up?
Yeah.
I want to see it now.
You guys want to tear it apart? Is that?
No, I'm just curious now, and I mean,
it's a good cover. Like it's a fine cover. It's just
I don't know it.
I'm sure you've seen it. It's very famous.
It's like a crazy madman's face, kind of in watercolor. It's a really weird perspective, and it's a kind of a weird drawing. It's just a really weird drawing, actually.
This one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I think the album's about a descent into madness, yeah, I just thought it would be a fun one to do. I always loved the album. I couldn't pick, man. I honestly just had a really hard time with this challenge because there's so many I'd love to do if I had the time to do them properly. But
Dominic, I'm drawing smoke rings with my herbal stick of fuming truth. Dominic's on a trip right now. I don't know where he's going.
Maybe he's playing an album.
I think it's his anniversary, actually. Happy anniversary, Dom.
Yeah, that was
right.
Happy anniversary, man. That was a good time. They had their cool wedding in Ottawa at the theater there, the old theater, and we watched Princess Bride with a bunch of with Dominic and his friends, and it was a really beautiful time.
That's Martin's wife's favorite movie.
What's that?
Movie. I think it's my wife's favorite movie too.
Princess Bride. It's Sue's favorite movie.
She hates it. She's like the only one who hates it.
Why?
I've tried, man. I don't know. It's an amazing movie.
Anybody want a peanut?
Yeah, I want a peanut.
It's the best.
I love that movie.
You move your finger, you must be happy. Chad says he lost a buddy to cancer as well. He was 38. Found out the day I got out of the hospital after having an angina attack, and now I'm on blood pressure pills and had to quit smoking cigarettes after 20 years off smoking. It's never too late to consider your health, man.
I don't think there's anybody who hasn't been affected by,
No. One of
family members.
One of my oldest friends right now is going through a pretty hard time. Shane out in BC. And if he's listening to this, he knows I love him. But, he's going through a pretty rotten time, and it's his birthday in a couple of days, and it's I really miss him. I really wish I could get out there to see him. And yeah, it hits people of all ages, man. It's
Yeah.
savage. It's a savage.
Dominic says play Princess Bride at a wedding. Yes, Dom, that's what we were talking about. And Ruth was there. Maybe Dominic's like 5 minutes behind.
I wish I was there. I lost
Yeah,
touch with
where's
the
our-
Sheridan
where-
crew, you know.
Where's our invitation, Dom?
But I knew Dom.
I think you were in England at the time.
I could have been. What year was that? You
I
say
think it
9
was
years?
8 years ago, I think. Yeah.
So 8 years ago, we're looking at what, 2013? No, I was back, but I think I just like lost touch with a lot of people till that was just before I started going back to like just getting the store going and
Right.
starting to get back to convention stuff and all that. A couple of years after that, year or two after.
I think I probably only knew Mike at that point, maybe. Maybe even 9 years ago, maybe not even. I'm not sure. Yeah. I met the rest of the folks here a little later. Dominic thinks he's 5 minutes behind.
Ah.
He said that
Probably-
6 minutes ago.
He's probably 10 minutes behind then.
Yeah.
Dude, I have these decadent chocolate chunk cookies, a whole bag.
Thanks
right
for
here.
sharing.
Dude, I would because I can't eat all this. I mean, I can. I shouldn't eat all this. Speaking of health.
Mail some cookies in your album sleeve.
They're so good. There's going to be a little bit of chocolate on my piece.
Gross. Half-eaten,
Gross.
half-eaten cookie.
Yeah, some crumbles on my piece.
Grease marks all over your drawing.
I actually finished it.
What?
Well, I
The
started
cookie or your drawing?
my drawing. I finished it before. Mm. This is cool, guys. I appreciate you being on this once again.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having us, man.
I miss doing these. It seems like forever. It was only, I think it was near the second week of June was the last one. It seems like forever.
It's been a long
Is that
time
the
for
one
me,
with
I think.
Ramon?
Yes. Yeah, I think that was the last. Was that the last one? Hold on. My God. I'm not prepared.
Maybe.
No. It was Mike. You're on the last one. It was the one with Richard Pace, Tony, and Megan.
Oh yes, that was fun.
Yes. And then the one before that was the one with Ramon.
Okay.
Very cool. All right, so it's shameless plug time. Actually, everybody drawing tonight is going to be on Dracula Visions. I have to show a quick.
This is my Dracula piece. Album cover.
You getting it done tonight? I'm gonna put up a quick trailer because it is actually coming up pretty fast. It's already. I can't believe time flew. It's already August, and we're looking to do this Kickstarter in October. So coming up fast.
Lots of time.
Lots of time.
What could Martin
All right,
be
here it
implying?
is. I wasn't implying anything. Chad. Yeah, it's been a while since the last show. I think you were done with these. No, I'm not done with these. Unless people don't want to see them anymore. But I think we still get a pretty good crowd out for these. Dominic has started his Dracula piece. Look at that. Let's see.
There's been some nice ones coming in.
Oh my god, amazing. Amazing. O.T. Anderson looks amazing too. That looks great.
What about mine?
Yours? I don't know. What about yours?
You didn't see it?
No?
I didn't start yet.
That's probably why.
I'm gonna.
Paul showed
Trailer
his
time.
on. Paul's
Yeah, it was
looks
vegan.
crazy.
I did. Yeah, we showed Paul's, and we showed Becca's on that other show. I never showed them on this one. Trailer time. Yeah, I didn't even run the whole trailer. We'll do it a little later. Stefan wants Casey to do a hand turkey Dracula.
Yeah, I could do that.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I know what it means. I can do it.
You never drew a hand turkey before?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
like,
did a hand turkey Hulk
yes.
the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I was just trying to make like a point to Stefan. Like how
Steven.
Steven? Steven Nielsen?
on
Sorry.
thing.
Chad will be a backer. Right on. There you go. Thank you, Chad. Hey, Sam Agro. What's up, gang? What's up, Sam?
Hey, Sam.
Sam's
Get Sam an
Sam's
album
Dracula,
cover.
Sam's Dracula piece is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of which, is anybody drawing with us tonight? Let us know in the chat. And
I
what
bet Sam has some good stories. He's probably seen a concert or two.
Oh, for sure.
I saw Sam at the Chris Rock show.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, we ran into each other after. Pre-COVID, there was no.
Pretty cool. Check out what's going on here. Shane, this is pretty ambitious, man.
Yeah. But the thing, the reason I like the Revolver cover, but it's also black and white. You know what I'm saying? There's no color because the Revolver's not colored. It's black and white. So I will finish this tonight.
That's cool. It reminds me a little bit of like a desk doodle.
I mean, it is kind of what this is.
Yeah.
Like what Geoff Darrow would do at his table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Becca's drawing tonight. Becca, what are you drawing?
Becca!
Sam says it was a great show. Only time I've seen Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Live, that is.
Me too.
So you're painting this one, Casey?
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of. I'm getting some tone down, but I'm gonna do some like kind of like flat airbrushing, I think, on top,
Oh,
and then
cool.
just try and do some, I guess, simpler layering techniques. So this is be kind of like just get the tone underneath. Like I'm not rendering all these snakes; they're gonna be basically dark. I don't know if that's disappointing or not.
No. I'm sure it's gonna look great.
I got the idea in my head. I got to stick to it. I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna be cool. Becca's doing comics Cauldron stuff. What's Cauldron?
Oh, it's something.
It's something.
Becca has a story in the new one.
Awesome.
Oh, a written story, yeah.
Yeah, it's all her. I
Oh,
believe.
cool.
Amazing.
her own idea, art and story.
That's wicked. Congrats.
Yeah.
Becca's got her Kickstarter coming up soon for Gianna Death
Gehenna.
Valley.
Yeah.
Gehenna?
Gehenna.
Did I mispronounce that too? It's Gehenna or not Gianna? With a G?
It's Stefan.
Pronounced
It's a good.
Martine.
It's a Gehenna? Okay.
Martine Duncan.
Martine Duncan. Duncan. Yeah, check that. It's a really cool comic. I picked it up, I guess, shortly after the Cauldron show, and just read it in a night. It's really great. Award-winning comic.
That's right.
That's right.
Kyle's drawing as well. Kyle, what are you drawing? You can't just say you're drawing. You have to say what you're drawing. Shane, I'll send that script to you shortly.
Is that Becca?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was me actually. I'm gonna send you a strip.
Send that script.
yeah.
Martine.
You reject everything I send you.
I'm drawing on this album, isn't it?
That's true. You said it correctly. Who said it correctly? Me? It's Gianna then.
You said it like 5 different ways.
Oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna share the. Here's the Kickstarter page, so you could actually notify. I think it's coming up pretty soon, though.
Yeah, I gotta do a piece for that before I do your Dracula one. By the way.
Fair enough. This is sooner. This is sooner.
Don't worry, Becca. Yours will be done before Martin's.
I'm in the same boat. I got one half finished for her.
Shane asked me the other day for a deadline, so
Yeah.
I gave him one, and it passed.
What was it?
It was last week. He's like, cool.
I've been busy, man. I'm a busy guy.
All right. Redoing the album Sense of Purpose. Oh, cool. Not well. Yeah, my 2112. I actually had to put 2112 on it because no one would figure out what it is.
That's good.
It's like, what is this? It's an interpretation.
If you're a classical music guy, you still won't know.
I believe it was a graphic novel at one point, or it was most of a graphic novel, or they tried to make it a graphic novel, or something like that.
There is actually.
Like
And
based
it
on the
was-
Rush album?
Based
Yeah.
on the Rush album, yeah.
And it's the whole album too, not just the 2112.
Rush
side.
actually had a couple of graphic novel outings
Yeah.
that I don't know how well they did, but they always looked like they were really well put together.
This one's awesome actually. It was like I think a 40-page graphic novel, and it's a part of their DVD. Like they repackaged the whole 2112 album
Oh, nice.
with the DVD, and you could actually listen to the song and play the comic as it's playing the song on the television. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Stefan is not drawing, but building 3D mock-ups for our board game. Does that count as art? Sure.
What's our board game? Our who?
I guess it's Stefan's board game.
Stefan's working with a company overseas doing an amazing board game called Winds of Baltoro, and it looks to be fantastic. Like
It does look good, yeah.
The bits I've seen, the artwork, like I know Carl Waller's done some of the interior art on the cards and stuff like that, and it's Sean Damian Hill from DC. I believe he's doing a couple pieces too, and it's there's some really, really beautiful work going into this, and I believe Paul Kemp may have had something to do with some of the sculpting of the figures, and yeah, man, it's quite a production.
Amanda, who is also working on Becca's 3D sculpt.
I saw that today. Yeah,
Yeah, that was cool, right?
Worked on that game as well, I believe. She's going places, that one, for sure.
Hmm.
There may be a Dracula in the future as well.
Stefan actually just launched and the other day our Things Are Getting Sketchy Kickstarter for our book, which is a collection of all the artwork we've created on the bi-weekly show on Saturday nights that Things Are Getting Sketchy through Big Country Comics. And it's got a bunch of Casey artwork in there and a bunch of awesome stuff going on. And it was funded in 20 minutes, and we were kind of shocked. It funded during the live show we had on Saturday night to promote it. And there's a lot of cool artwork that's going to be collected in the book. And I think you guys will dig it. It's jump on board while you can. It's I think we just got started. Really, we think we've got another 26 days or so, and maybe more. And it's gonna be awesome.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
So this is similar to this format, and you guys did a bunch of. This is the sketches.
Similar, yeah. And the book's going to be have a sketch cover so that we can,
Oh, right on.
Continue the motion forward, and it's going to be like over 40 pages already. Plus, there's going to be some extra stuff, and we were
I love that.
coming up with stretch goals. And Stefan's video for it is fucking fantastic. Like he nailed the video. The that's on the Kickstarter. It's great. Man, I'm really excited to be a part of it. And the cool thing is the project's already done because it's work that we created live for different charities and for different events and ourselves. And, we built a nice little kind of fan base on Saturday nights as well. Man, we've raised some money and we've done some cool shit. And,
this is great.
Yeah.
There's some really great pieces here.
We have a couple of theme nights, like we have Coaster Night and we have like Muppet Mashup Night every so often. And,
I love this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. It's Casey's been killing it on the Muppet Mashups, and Casey kills it every week.
We did the Beaker.
Casey.
I did the Beaker. I did Piggy, Kermit, and Beaker there. And
Oh
that's
my God.
Grover and
Sweet'em.
Sweet'em.
So Sketchlemania fans, go check out the Things Are Getting Sketchy Kickstarter, man. It's it's pretty rad, and it's we got a lot of affordable tiers, and there's some cool more unlockable stuff coming soon. And
This is twisted, Casey. I love it. The
that was the My Little Pony night mashup. Yeah.
What sights he has to show you.
I did Pinhead the Hulk and
Oh my God.
Venom. I did a Venom pony.
Yeah, check it out. That's cool. So it's essentially a comic with all the art in it with a sketch cover. So you could, when you see you guys at a show, you could do a sketch on it. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Right on.
Yeah, and like Mike says, there's going to be a couple tiers opening up as well. Like like incentive when they hit a certain goal, there'll be more stuff coming.
Stretch goals,
yeah, stretch goals. That's it. Stretch goals, yeah.
All Kemp. Thank you, Mike and Stefan. Great work, everyone. Awesome to see Sketchlemania back. Thanks, Paul. Thank you, Paul. He's been a really good ambassador.
We love Paul.
Paul's pound is a pound, man. You don't get a lot better than Paul.
Yeah.
The Becca, yes, Pinhead Pony. Yep. That's one of my favorite ones there too. Sam will cross promote to our backers for years when we go live. Sam.
Yes.
Nicole McSalty. Tardy to the
Nicole.
party, but glad I joined to see this. Things Are Getting Sketchy plug. Anytime, man.
Yep.
Appreciate it, Martin.
The rising tide raises all ships, my friends. The more art out there, the happier I am.
It's a good group of people. And you get a lot of the same supporters here, right? They come onto both things, and
oh, for sure.
the fans are the best. The fans have just been so awesome during COVID, and
they have. Like honestly, the whole idea around tonight's Sketchlemania was one of the fans, right? It was Julian. Thanks, Julian. Nicole says hi, Mike.
Hey.
But
Man says, "Whoops, I meant Martin." Okay, fair enough. I pronounced your name wrong, and you just called me Sam.
Martin, you didn't mention though that I came up with Sketchlemania.
What? What is this nonsense?
Well,
I-
it was just my idea.
I just muted Shane. Whatever, Shane. You were in the vicinity when the idea came out.
There's literally
I'll
a
give you that.
podcast. Am I
I'll
still
give you that.
muted? Am I muted? You son
No,
of a
no,
bitch.
you're
on now.
you're on.
Oh, I'm gonna cuss you out. There's literally a podcast where I came up with the idea. I wasn't in the vicinity.
Yeah, you're in the area.
Just admit it.
No.
It's a
Never.
gift I gave to you. You're welcome.
Let's see what's going on with these art pieces. Renee says super cool cats. What did I miss? Just finished work. So Renee, we're doing Sketchlemania, the charity. It looks like generally will be for the Canadian Cancer Society or a charity that's involved with cancer research or helping out cancer patients. And the theme is music, and all the artists here have kindly provided their time to do some artwork on actual record sleeves. So it's some really cool stuff. Kalman seems well on his way. Hold on. Holy crap.
Slow it down, Kalman. Slow it down.
Even lettering, hand lettering, my most
That
hated thing,
is
but it's
sick.
only 6 letters.
Yeah, I'm not doing the lettering. Screw that.
What do you mean? You got another side to do. Just kidding.
Just be a solid
What about all
color.
the track listings on the back? Liner
Yeah, you got
notes,
the
copy
track
by hand?
listings. You got the liner notes. What?
Casey, there's a lot of heavy sighs coming out of you tonight.
I know.
What did they sign up for? For the
I'm
children,
happy to
Casey.
have-
For the children.
Exactly. Yeah, for the kids.
These
I'm
aren't
happy
too bad
to.
to draw on, eh?
What's that?
These aren't too bad to draw on. These things. They're not.
Yeah, it's okay. Like it's soaking up the wet stuff a little bit,
drinking the
like,
ink. Yeah.
like bleeding a little bit. But other than that,
It's good. That was why I haven't smudged anything yet.
Is it is it warping at all, or is it kind of staying?
No, I don't know if it'll warp that much. I'm probably going to go pretty light with my washes. I'm just so far the ink's going down pretty good, but I'll probably have to go over and redo some of the blacks a little bit because it's drinking the ink up a little bit. But that's okay.
Very cool.
we're gonna find out if it warps shortly. I'm sure I'll destroy it.
Renee says thank
Getting
you.
used to that now.
So Renee's got an idea. Can we have an episode where superheroes and villains pass gas and the aftermath?
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's funny.
Have we really? Have we
After
really run out of
math,
that
like
many?
after a math class or aftermath?
The aftermath, I assume. I was just
Stressful
inquire
math.
how the record sleeves are affecting your drawing mediums.
Well, it's kind of like a basic kind of Bristol board that we're working on. So it's it just seems to be drinking the ink a little bit faster than like say watercolor or drawing Bristol will. But yeah, it's fine. It's better than a lot of the sketch covers they have out there, man.
It's true.
Yep. That's not hard, but yes.
That's not hard. It's a low bar, but yeah.
So they still haven't figured out sketch covers, eh?
Some people have. Like Image still
Yeah.
makes pretty decent ones, and the last Ronin ones actually from IDW are great. They've been excellent to draw on, but they're kind of rare. But they're nice thick stock paper, and it's because it's a perfect bound book, it has that a little bit more sturdiness to it to draw on. So, yeah, they're pretty nice.
Cool.
That looks great, Casey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This will be the time to wreck it. Coming up.
Airbrush time?
Yeah. See what happens.
I don't think you will. I think you'll be fine. But we're just
Yeah.
gonna keep it on here just in case.
Well, it's going to take me a minute. I'm just setting some stuff up, and then I'll probably mute myself while I'm doing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Rooth.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. See, I knew you were gonna pull it out, man.
Well, we'll see. The night is young.
Blame it on the rain.
I was gonna say, although there's 24 minutes left.
What? Really?
Yeah. Time goes by, man.
Bitch, so it does. Wow. All right. Well, probably
Okay.
won't be getting this one done tonight, but that's okay.
No worries. Like I said, you can take your time. I will communicate on the festival special site. Right.
I won't be able to. I mean, I gotta. After I finish this tonight, I gotta jump on a cover that's due right away this week too. So I'm actually not sure when I'll get back to this. Hopefully this week, but go ahead and start the auction without me if you guys get your pieces in.
Okay.
Only because I will have to shift gears for a couple of days. Unfortunately.
Yeah. If you want, like, we could put in. I could say that it's a work in progress, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want to do that? I've done that before. So at least it's sort of a placeholder, and then when the finished piece goes up, we'll just post it.
Sure, that works.
Sounds good. Oh, hold on. I want to see the airbrushing here. Let me put this on. He did mute himself. I could unmute him.
No, he
Cool.
he grunts a lot while he airbrushes.
Oh, does he?
I don't know. Find out.
Find out.
It's a breathing control thing. I get it. I grunt when I'm inking sometimes, but
Actually, I wonder if I can unmute him.
You shouldn't be able to.
No, I can't. I don't have the power. I can only have the power to mute people.
Good.
I have
Like
the power.
Like, there you go. Like if they're lying about Sketchlemania's idea.
If they're telling the truth about who invented it.
Are you guys feeling a little bit more optimistic about reopenings at all?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
I'm honestly, I've been saying this now. I'm like, I became like American at some point. I'm like, open it up. I don't care. I'm sick of COVID. I don't care who dies.
Sick of COVID.
I got my vaccine. If you
God.
didn't get yours, I don't care. I really don't. I'm just like, I was so depressed. I was like, I want to live life again.
I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic. I don't think we're there, obviously, but things are opening, so you get to start doing things, which is kind of nice. I'm hoping Fan Expo happens.
Yeah, man.
yeah, that would be cool.
I want to see all you guys, man. I want to see people. I don't know.
Yep.
Chad thought this was a 2-night event. Oh, well. You could watch it twice.
Well, we'll work on getting some more blanks, and maybe we can have it again sometime.
Yeah, if
That'd be
you
fun.
guys are down, we'll look into it. I'll talk to Julian and see where we could get some more blanks or something like this. I like the idea of using different different things to draw on. But
Yeah.
as long as they're not crappy to draw on. Like your coaster thing was pretty cool.
Yeah. Coasters are fun to draw on.
Stefan says, came late to the event. I'm not as hip as you young kids. What albums is everybody homaging tonight? So some are, well, I'll let the artist talk to them, but some are homages, some are newly created albums, essentially. So Shane, yours.
It's the Beatles' Revolver album, but Fantastic Four. So a different Fab Four, if you will.
Fantastic Four with a whole bunch of other characters too.
Well, yeah, the Revolver album's got the four heads and then all the little people all in between. So I decided to use like Fantastic Four universe people.
Cool.
That's all I could come up with, man. You guys were like, just draw whatever.
No, it's a good one though.
That's the best I could do, man.
Casey.
Okay, there. Yeah, I'm doing the Annie Lennox Medusa album. So just redoing her cover. It was just basically a picture of her, like a nice picture of her, black and white, face on, and it just said Medusa down the side. But so I thought, why not just make her Medusa? You know?
That's cool. I love that idea.
I think she would like it.
And the classic eye makeup. I love it. Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself again. Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye. Mr. Rooth.
Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson from 1969. I'm just giving it a more illustrative cover that kind of features a line from the main song of the record, the title track. Kind of an evil-looking jester pulling the strings and kind of behind all the goings-on of the court in mockery of the king.
Very cool. And we have Kalman.
I'm not riffing on an actual album. I figured since this is a comic-centric event with comics people, I'm going to riff on a fictional comic book band from the Love and Rockets comics. So if you can see there, that's Ape Sex is a band that the girls in Love and Rockets, if you ever read, they really like. There's Ray Dominguez with Maggie with an Ape Sex shirt. And this
so
is
cool.
The Night Ape Sex Came Home to Play from 1987, where they're all in line waiting to get into an Ape Sex concert. And there's all these posers. Suddenly Ape Sex signed to a major label, and look at the guy in the tennis outfit in line there at the punk show. We've all had moments like this where we're like going out to see an indie band you love, and you're like, who are all these assholes and why are they here?
Take that shirt off.
Yeah, ruining my vibe.
Name a song, man.
So this is one of the collected graphic novels. Was called Ape Sex. I thought I'd kind of turn it into an album cover. I cropped it, and I'm kind of doing my version of it.
Very cool. It really looks like an album cover. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were
It
riffing
is.
on those like Joy Division kind of photo style, like that had
Yeah.
to be like on Jaime's radar at the time. I can't remember the name of that photographer. Does anybody know? He did all the U2 photography too.
Oh, no.
Some German name I can never remember. Anyway, yeah, it has that vibe, right? Where they're just standing in woolly sweaters and dirty leather jackets in black and white on like a beach and smoking cigarettes. You know the vibe. We all know the vibe.
Yeah.
For sure.
The art style kind of looks like that Duran Duran album too. What is that one?
Oh yeah. You can see it in Hopi's hair.
What is that?
That dude. That artist.
What's the album?
Rio.
Rio. Yes, thank you.
Can't remember
The colors, right?
now, but
Yeah.
we all know what we're talking about.
Yeah. There you go. This one. Reminds me a little of that.
Hell yeah. That was, I think, the first album I ever bought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have been one of my first too.
Attaboy.
My first album though was actually 2112 from Rush.
Was it?
Yep. First album I ever got was 2112 from Rush. It was a gift from my friend Shane, and he also gave me Boston's debut album the same time, which is also another fantastic album cover, like a cool spaceship and yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is a cool album. My first album that I received, I believe, was Casey and the Sunshine Band's Greatest Hits,
Nice.
and the first one that I purchased was Moving Pictures.
Nice.
Shane, do you remember your first record or album or?
Yeah, it was Ill Communication, the Beastie Boys.
Ah,
Because
nice.
I'm younger than all you old men.
Yeah, you're super young.
I'm not much younger, but I'm
He's
younger
hip.
somehow. You guys make me feel young.
The hips hops.
Yeah, I love the Beastie Boys, man.
It's a great album.
That is a great
Yeah.
album.
One of my
Casey-
favorites.
Casey, how about you? You remember your first album? Do you remember your first?
Casey's.
You're not on mute anymore. He's gone. Kalman?
I think I started this by talking about Duran Duran. That Rio album was probably the first album.
Oh, that was the first one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. Yes. Those they were huge, man. Like
No, Duran Duran was huge.
they
Absolutely.
took over the world in the '80s.
Gigantic band.
I actually saw them in concert. I think it was late '90s, like way after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually saw them twice now in concert, and they're pretty good. Pretty good in concert. It's a fun band because they've had so many hits that you kind of recognize all the songs. Like,
What was everyone's first concert you went to?
My first concert that wasn't metal was I saw Santana open up for Bob Dylan at Kingswood.
Wow.
And Santana had like this whole they had like 2 full drum kits set up, and they had like dueling drummers for a while, which was pretty good. And Dylan was so incoherent, and it was pouring rain. But we were surrounded by all these hippies who were dancing in the rain, and it was a really crazy day. And I could only recognize a few Dylan songs because I, at that point, wasn't super familiar with a lot of his more recent work. But he was just like, it was just like, like it was just, there was no words, you know.
so the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Boomhauer in full effect.
Yeah.
Boomhauer.
Full Boomhauer all the time. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently I don't remember that one too much. Apparently my parents took me to Neil Diamond,
Nice.
one of my first ones.
Oh, Jewish Elvis.
Yes,
Jewish
and and I'll probably would
Yeah, it
appreciate it more now. But one of my first ones that I think that I kind of went out, without my parents, was Supertramp. Way back.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good
Yeah,
show.
Supertramp.
Yeah.
That was probably, and then I think Rush was after that. But yeah,
You freaking
Elvis,
diamond.
but I actually fucking love Neil Diamond. I'm not even joking. Like, I love
Neil
him.
Diamond's amazing.
He's so
oh,
good.
that's what I'm saying. I probably would more appreciate it today than I did back then. But I think my parents didn't want to pay for a babysitter, so they brought me,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
In case you remember the Saturday Night Live where Will Ferrell plays Neil Diamond?
You freaking diamond.
You bet your balls it's Neil Diamond.
Oh, what was that film? Where it's the Neil Diamond?
Saving Silverman
Thank you.
with Jack Black and
Yes.
the guy from American Pie and Steve Zahn.
Yeah.
They're in like a Neil Diamond like tribute band.
The outfits are the best.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Anyone else? Concerts? First concert?
I wasn't kidding about Milli Vanilli.
Really?
I fuck around when it comes to
I didn't want to go. I had friends in public
I
school. who-
I didn't want to go.
No, like I honestly wasn't that into,
Do you have the T-shirt still?
No, I never got a T-shirt. Yeah, I can't even remember what year that would have been. It was still the 80s, I think. It was probably like 88, or I was probably like 11, something like that.
Yeah. Before the fall of Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, right. Yeah, not too long before. Lip syncing.
Nicole apparently has an
For
axe
me, it
throwing
was.
league. That's
Huh?
cool. Sorry, I just read one of the
Okay.
comments. It was about an axe throwing league. Sorry, my bad, Kalman. Go ahead.
That's kind of
What
like
were you
a
saying?
concert. Oh, the first band
Yeah.
I ever saw was the Violent Femmes at the concert hall.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
nice.
But
That'd be-
we didn't know how to go to concerts, so we lined up at like 6 p.m. and stood there for like 8 hours before the show started. Just we thought we had to be first. We met all these people in line and actually had a pretty good time. But that is not the way you go to a concert, as I learned after that. But it was a great
Wow.
concert.
That's awesome.
Especially at Violent Femmes when you just shove your way to the front anyway.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. That would have been fun though. That would have been an awesome crowd though.
Oh yeah, that would be a
What-
great time.
Was there any fights?
No, it's fine.
No?
Mosh pit like you would expect. Nothing crazy.
Cool.
Ah.
Stefan says, Casey uses sandpaper on every art show. Good to know. Is this true, Casey? Is that the secret sauce?
Sandpaper?
Yeah.
I have it, but no, I don't use it actually.
Oh.
No,
Nope.
no sandpaper.
Stefan
I should
says,
sand all my stuff down.
isn't a Canadian law that you should rush a concert before your 16th birthday? It should be. Unfortunately,
They've
never
retired.
again.
Bryce, what's going on over there?
Sorry.
He's getting his sandpaper out. Unfortunately, never again. Really sucks.
What?
Neil
No
Peart.
rush.
Neil Peart.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy I got to see them a few years ago. Like before they ended their tour, I saw them I think in the early 2000s, and I was really surprised that I got to see them then. But when they did their 40th anniversary tour, they kind of announced at the end that was the end. Like that was the. By the way, guys, this is our last tour. Bye.
Yeah.
And that was it. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I really wanted to see them on that tour. And then Neil was gone, and that was it. So
Yeah. Is that the one where they played? I can't remember if it was that one or the one before, but they played the entire Moving Pictures album. It might have been the one before. It was so awesome. They played the entire album from start to finish.
they played. It was at the amphitheater where I saw them, and they played the entire 2112, and I was shocked. I couldn't.
Oh,
believe it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, I love that.
Usually they go from Temple to Syrinx and then they go into another song. But
No,
yeah.
they actually had the full intro and everything, man.
I love it.
Yeah, it was like a full 20.
I was
Whatever.
there. I think I was there, man.
Yeah, I think you were there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really.
I was there, man.
I was not there.
Okay, dream concert. Alive or dead, who would you want to see today?
Dream concert? Oh man.
Dream concert.
You know what? Like, I was lucky enough. I dated a girl who worked for the management company of Saturday. So I got to see Gord like a bunch of times, and I love watching Gord like so much. So I wish I don't know. I'd love to just see like the Hip one more time.
I've seen them a few times. I like bands that really interact with their audience.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He was great at that.
He never did a song the same twice. He always mixed it up. He was the best.
So I didn't catch. Who did you say it was?
The Hip, Gord Downey.
Oh yeah.
I love him.
I just saw them that one last time when they came to Hamilton. That was the only time I ever saw them. I was glad I did, though.
Were they better than Milli Vanilli?
Yeah, a little bit better, yeah.
There's no Tom Cochran, though.
Or Gowan. It's not Gowan, but Gowan's awesome, though.
That was awesome.
I saw him play for Styx, too.
It was like Gowan, Kim Mitchell. The summer concert series was like the usual Canadian bands. David Wilcox.
Yep. Colin James. That's right.
Guess who?
Yep.
Well, if you're lucky, yeah.
I haven't seen them actually. That's a band I would like.
They've
To
broken
see.
up for 40 years though.
Yeah.
That's why.
But just to see like Burton Cummings or something
A
even.
little April wine, guys.
Maple wine, yeah,
April Wine. Would love to
Yeah.
see them.
yeah.
Kerr Street, where I live, they do a great. They used to do before COVID. They did a great concert series that would come. They do a free show, and I saw Big Wreck. They were incredible. I seen last a couple years ago. It was Platinum, not Platinum Blonde. Who was it? Shit. Loverboy and the Kings, which was amazing.
Huh.
One of the guys from the Kings lives on my street, and that was kind of cool. Kim Mitchell played an unbelievably good concert. I'd wanted to see him for years. I had a chance to see him a million times, never saw him. Heard him on the radio so much, thought like, oh, well, how good could the concert be? The concert is
He's great.
The concert is unbelievable. I was so impressed at how heavy and how crazy it was, and just how many songs were obviously a part of my childhood, like listening to it. Like he even dug deep and did some Max Webster tunes, which
Battlescar.
yeah, he played Battlescar, man,
Nice.
and a few others, and it was something else. Yeah.
The one that surprised me the most was when I went to go see Honeymoon Suite,
Oh yeah, I love Honeymoon Suite.
and they were so heavy. Like it's nothing like their albums. Like they were so heavy.
Big Wreck ripped my brains out, man. Big Wreck, like I had no idea how heavy they were. Like they were an amazing band.
Nicole says it's Canadian law to fight a Canadian goose by your 16th birthday. Seeing Rush is your 19th birthday, so legal drinking is allowed. Yeah, those Cobra chickens, man, they're out in full force.
Cobra chickens. Nice.
Those Cobra chickens, dude. It's so funny. You see like these Cobra chickens going across the street, and all traffic stops out of fear.
Cobra Chicken is one of the nicknames for a cat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Festival of Friends is a fun time in Hamilton, guys. It is 9:58. Let's do a round table. Let's do a round table.
Sure.
Let's hit up Kalman first. Kalman, let's have a look. Very cool.
Not sure a lot happened since the last time you zoomed in on me. Maybe slightly more eyebrows.
More eyebrows. More eyebrows. You know what? I should show mine first because mine's like the worst. Mine's awful. It's okay. Anyway, that looks great, Kalman. Thank you. So,
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
that is awesome. I love it.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Great concept. So again, if you're interested in donating to a great cause, Canadian Cancer Society, or funding help for cancer, people that have cancer, we will be doing this on the Fastball Special tomorrow, or probably the next day, depending on when these get done. And we'll ask folks to bid on them. Highest bidder will be able to take home one of these awesome pieces of art. Okay, so let's head over to Casey.
Who, me?
Yeah, look at that.
Nice.
I love it.
Still got a ways to go. A
Absolutely
little
killed it.
unsure.
You're getting there, bud.
No, it looks good. Looks good.
Thank you.
It looks awesome. All right. Let's head over to the Shameless one.
Apparently, can I get a better angle here? It's almost. We're getting there. We're getting.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
You
love
drew
it.
the number 4 in there.
Yeah, that was the hardest part.
It's all straight and it's better than my 2112. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that was freehand, bud. No ruler.
Oh, so is mine, and it looks it.
Yeah,
That looks great,
this
man.
will be done tonight for sure. I'm not coloring it. So.
That's sick. And Mr. Rooth, the person who didn't know what he was doing at the beginning of the night, but came through. Awesome.
Whoa.
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 You all right?
Yeah, hold
Was
on.
that your head?
No, just my camera came off its mount.
Oh, okay.
You've got a new
Yeah, it's got like a really
Set up,
weird patch on it that kind of doesn't work. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on a second.
Mike does wear a helmet when he draws, so don't worry, guys.
Motherfucker, deal with this thing.
Blame it
What
on
is
the
that?
rain.
Oh,
There we go. All right. Woo. No, hold on.
Hurry, Casey's singing.
I was singing "Blame It on the Rain."
I know.
he's lip syncing it.
That's the
Hold on.
problem.
So yeah,
Someone else is singing.
yes, dude, and
Oh, I love it.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be mostly red. I might just glaze red over the whole thing and just I don't know.
Yeah,
Looks
that looks
great.
pretty awesome, man.
Looks great, man.
Yeah. Loving that
All right,
skull.
and the one everybody's been waiting for. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see what the magic.
Let's see what the magic. Da-da. 2112.
Yeah,
Pretty good, actually.
Colored and everything.
I love it, man.
Colored.
I love that iteration of the priestess earrings. That's fantastic.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that.
2112.
I could see that.
Very
You can
simple.
see it.
Well, look at that. Nice.
Look at
Very
that, eh?
simple and cool. I love the design, man. Yeah,
Skills.
yeah, very, very good.
Boom. All right. Unfortunately, I can't really do overtime. I got to take care of my doggies. I'd love to, but we're gonna do this again soon. We won't have such a lapse as we did since the last time. Thanks everyone. Thank you, Kalman. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Casey.
Woo!
Thank you, Mike,
Thank you.
for coming out.
Thank you.
Such a great
Thanks
cause,
to
and
beautiful
you guys,
viewers.
and you guys killed it. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. Yeah, if you want one of these awesome pieces, look out at the Fastball Special, and we'll be doing our bidding very soon, maybe as soon as tomorrow. So check that out. All right, folks. Cheers.
Thanks,
Have a good
Martin.
one, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Be good,
Later,
everyone.
skaters.
See ya.